Saw Green Hills classrooms go high-tech, a new trend that students and probably professors may like. This news made every student went seriously and cool, since we are all aware that elementary and high school students as well as college students are having a hard time in carrying their books at school. One reason for these concerns the health of the students. One may equal to one book. Every day, students will have to carry these things in order to be ready for school. Replacing books with e-tablets would be a great idea. Going to school would be a lot easier for students. They will not carry their heavy bags with their books in it. Illness like scoliosis will be prevented. There are many benefits of having tablets instead of books. However, chances are it will be more expensive compared to books. On the other hand, there are still good sides for books. Books doesn't need to be recharged. Books are tangible and accurate, though both are learning tools. Still, it will be better to know which is the preferred learning tool of the students.
Statement of the problem. Generally, the researchers want to find out if the LSUD students are providing having tablets instead of books. Especially, the researchers want to find answers to these following questions. 1. What is the demographic profile of respondents in terms of gender, year, and section? Number 2. Which do you prefer, a book or a tablet as a learning tool? Do you agree to replace books with tablets? What could be the factors for you to use tablets instead of books? What could be the factors for you not to use tablets and remain using books?
Significance of the study. The findings of this study could be a lot of help to the following groups of students. This study will be greatly beneficial to them, since there are courses, subjects that are in need of books, because their professors are requiring them.
Scope and limitations. This research covered the study of point of view of the LSUD students in having tablets instead of books. Students are the main concern in this study. The respondents of this research were the first year to fourth year students of De La Salle University, Dasmariñas, officially enrolled in the first semester school year of 2011-2013.
Sampling design. The data sampling technique used was simple random sample. Each individual is chosen randomly and entirely by chance, such that each individual has the same probability of being chosen at any stage during the sample process. And each subset of k individuals has the same probability of being chosen for the sample.
Instrumentation and sample gathering. The researchers used self-made questionnaire as the main tool for obtaining the data from the respondents. The questionnaire distributed was composed of 4 parts, namely respondents' profile, preferred learning tools of the respondents, factor influencing them to use the preferred learning tool. For part 1, respondents' profile including the name, gender, year, and section, and age of the respondents. For part 2 and 3, factors influencing the respondents for their chosen learning tool. The researchers also gathered information on the
Descriptive research is used in this study. In the case of the research project, the factors of using e-tablets instead of books of selected DLSUD students has been observed and analyzed. This type of research gave emphasis and focus on the data and factors affecting the problem that has been solved. Though the descriptions made, the concept of the study became clearer and interpreting the results became easier to understand. Data collection. Conducting a survey was the main process that was used in gathering data. In this method, 50 selected DLSUD students were given the questionnaire. They were asked what college are they from, in order to be sure that they are the right set of respondents. This is the easiest and fastest method to get an immediate and precise response from the sample. Internet and library sources such as journals, articles, and related research studies were also used as references that served as guide in the flow and analysis of the concepts that were encountered in the study. The gathered data deal with the descriptions and narrative explanations of factors affecting the study.
Results. After conducting a survey on the 50 selected DLSUD students who are currently enrolled in the academic year 2012-2013, the collected data are presented as follows. Demographic profile of the respondents. This shows This shows the number of the tally for the respondents' profile, which is the age, gender. Figure 1.1 shows the distribution of students' profile according to gender. It shows that more than half of the respondents, or about 33 equivalents to 66%, are female, while 17 or 34% are male. It reflects that based on the survey, female are more interested in answering the questionnaire. B. Year-end section. Figure 1.2 shows that the majority of the respondents are third year, which composes 15 out of 50 students, or 30%. Next to that is second year, which have 14 out of 50 students, or 28%. Third is the first year, which is 11 out of 50 students, are equivalent to 22%, and the least portion of the respondents goes to the fourth year student, which is 10 out of 50 students, or 20%. Preferred learning tool. Preferred learning tool.
Factors considered in using books and e-tablets. Figure 3.1. Factors considered in using e-tablets. Figure 3.1 reveals the factors to be considered in using e-tablets. There were 52% or 26 out of 50 students who said e-tablets are convenient, while 26% of 13 out of 50 students who said e-tablets are high-tech. The remaining 22% or 11 out of 50 students said the e-tablets prevent health problems. Figure 3.2 factors considered in using books. Presents the factors to be considered in using books. 28 out of 50 students, or 56% of them, said books are safer and an attention seeker, while 13 out of 50 students, comprising 26%, who said books are reliable. On the other hand, the remaining 22%, or 11 out of 50 students, said that books are tangible.
Chapter 4, Findings. Number 1, profile of the respondents in terms of age, gender. In terms of gender, majority of the respondents were female, with 33 of them, or 66% of the total respondents. Males were 17, the total respondents are 54%. B. Year level. In terms of year level, from first year up to fourth year, the highest respondents were from third year students, with 30%. Second was from second year with 28%. Third was from first year students with 22%, and fourth year students has 20%. 2. Preferred learning tool of DLSUD students. The result shows that books are still the preferred learning tool of the students, with 32%, while students who prefer to use e-tablets get 18%. 3. To find out the highest and least factor that students consider in using e-tablets. Convenient is the highest factor that students consider in using tablets as their learning tool. Second factor is being high-tech, and at least is the prevention of health problems. 4. To find out the highest and least factor that students consider in using books. Books are safer and an attention seeker as the highest factor considered by the students who prefer books as the learning tool. Second is its reliability, and third is tangibility.
Conclusion. Most of the respondents are female. The respondents are predominantly third year. Books are preferred learning tool of the LSUD students of academic year 2012 to 2013. In e-tablet, that convenience is the highest factor considered by the students. In books, safer and attention seeker is considered as the highest factor. Recommendations. The findings in the study are beneficial to the future researchers. They could conduct more studies to improve this topic. Also, to the students who would want to know which learning tool could be more useful in their studies.